I, Anila Pillai, from Optimus Studio Live, will be presenting to you our awardee at Rotary International President's Conference, Puja Marwaha, and needs no introduction. Child right, she is so very concerned about cry, and she has come today just to tell us something about this. But before that, I would like to ask Puja. Puja, in this digital and digitalized India, how you can impact the underprivileged children?
So, I'm glad you asked that question because what COVID has shown us is that there is a part of India that is digitalized, but there is a huge part of India that we serve, like organizations like TriServe, that are not digitalized. So we were not able to reach more than 20 to 25% of our boys and girls digitally. So what we have realized is the need of the hour is not that we need to give each child a tablet or a smartphone, because that will not work. That will also expose them to online dangers. But what we need to focus on is how do we educate more and more young people to become digital citizens, because that's where the world is going. Yeah, how do we empower them digitally? How do we teach them to navigate it safely so that they don't fall prey? How do we train our teachers to teach digitally so that, God forbid, something like COVID happens again and there are no schools, that everybody can find a way to reach children?
Do you all have a special way for now we are competing with edutainment also? So, special syllabus or project you work for?
So we do something that we call the child. We call it the child center, but it's child-centered work, where we work with children for what we call, eventually we want to develop their sense of agency and self. So it's a life skills program, but it is devised in such a way that the trainers can engage the children. So in the process, they're having fun, but they are doing drama, music, theater, to express themselves and to learn self-confidence, to learn how to negotiate the world. Because I really feel, Anila, that in the long run, what is it that we have within ourselves, right? ठीक है, I mean, I've learned maths, but do I use my maths in everyday life? Maybe not. But what I really use is my sense of self-confidence, or my sense, even as a poor child, that I am worth something, that I have to invest into, let's say, my education so that tomorrow I deserve to have an education, I deserve to have health. So working with children on their own sense of their rights and what they can do with the world and how to talk to people, how to negotiate with people, that program we find is very, very fruitful and very long term in its nature.
Puja, that's the need of the hour. The reason, simple reason being, because today the education, how much ever you traditional education you have, but when you do not have that presentation skill,
Absolutely.
you fail in life. And that's what you all are doing, it is that overall development of a child.
Absolutely.
And making that child presentable to the world, to the society. And that's great.
And the children can take charge of themselves. I mean, I can give you hundreds of stories of children who, I mean, a girl in a Delhi slum who decides, I'm going to play cricket, I'm going to create a cricket team, and she's the captain of that cricket team, and they're playing at national level now.
Wow.
You know, she's from a slum where we had gone because the issue was that so many girls were being abducted. You know, there are girls who have gone and, you know, fought with their schools to say, girls will also play football. You know, there are girls who are saying, I will not get married, and forget I will not get married. underage, but they are now helping their village, other mothers, other aunts to say, we need to say no. Don't allow others also to become victims. So this work can have huge impact on everything.
Multiplier effect.
Yes.
That's what your Puja. That's great blessings you all are earning from these kids, happy kids rather. And one last question is that we are talking so much about inclusive education. So do you get these special needs students also? You all
No, we
have?
don't have a specific focus,
Yeah.
but we have a huge focus on equity,
Okay.
which means the children we live with, we look at the ones we serve. We call it when children are multiply marginalized. It basically means that you could be a girl, you could be a Dalit, you could be a Muslim, you could be especially abled, and the more you have, the more you are of interest to us. So we work only with the most needy child. We try not to work with children where they've already got other resources. So we reach the furthest corners of the country. We work where, one colleague said, and I want to say it in Hindi because he said it so beautifully. हम वहाँ काम करते हैं जहाँ धूप भी नहीं चमकती.
How sweet. So इस बात पे तो मैं कहना चाहूँगी, सूरज से कह दो अपनी किरणें गिन के रख दे, सूरज से कह दो अपनी किरणें गिन के रख दे, क्योंकि यहाँ मारवाह जी एक एक बच्चों को सूरज बना रही हैं.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. With these notes, I would say thank you so very much.